What's going on, guys? Babs Mage here with a Fire Mage PvP guide. Some people have come to me looking for some information on this spec, and I'm going to give that to you guys, so hopefully this helps you. Let's get into it. Fire Mage tree, or secondary talents, kind of looks like this. You've got your top tier. I run blazing speed. I mean, typically speaking, you can't really go into either Evanesce or ice flows. I mean, if you're arcane, Evanesce is used sometimes. I mean, I've seen it here and there, but typically speaking, most mages run blazing speed. You need that against melee comps that are just going to cleave you into the ground if you don't have that. So a must-have blazing speed for sure. I mean, that's just no questions asked. Moving on to level 30, the second tier. Altered time, I mean, I haven't seen it used this season at all. To be honest, I mean, flame glow over the course of, say, a 10-minute game, that's going to save you a fair bit of, it's going to reduce a fair bit of damage that you would normally take if you, say, took Alter Time or Ice Barrier. I mean, that just adds up over the course of a 10-minute game, or however long your game is. That's something that you've got to mainly run. I mean, at the lower brackets I see some mages run Ice Barrier, but it's just, I just spell steal it, or it gets purged or dispelled very quickly, so that's kind of non-existent. And Alter Time, I mean, yeah, I haven't seen it yet. So I picked Flame Glow. I think that's the best talent for a Fire Mage to get. Moving on to the level 45 one. Now this is a tricky one. I run Ring of Frost against Druids because obviously if I run Frostjaw, they'll just shapeshift that. So I'll run Ring of Frost against Druid healers or ferals or boomies, whatever it may be. The only time I would swap that out is, say for instance, if I was versing a non-druid class or healers or whatnot, I would chuck Frostjaw in. Disc Priest, Resto Chamois, Holy Pallies, whatever it may be, I'll chuck Frostjaw. And then on top of that, if I verse teams that, I mean, I'm typically not going to get a lot of casts off if I don't get much time, I'm going to chuck Ice Ward on. So the Turbos, the Walking Dead Cleaves, the Feral Warrior, whatever it is, Rogue Hunter even, I mean, I'll chuck that on. That just really helps you a lot. Ice Ward has saved me many times. I can't stress enough how good Ice Ward is as a move. So that you got to play around with that. Be wary of what you're coming up against, and that will come the more you play. Moving on to the level 61. It's just Cold Snap. I'm not even going to talk about Greater Invisibility or Cauterize. If you want to do BGs, I think Greater Invisibility can be used. Cold Snap definitely in Arena. Don't even think to use either of these, in my opinion. They're just useless. Blast Wave always. I wish I could take Living Bomb. I miss that move dearly. But I mean, I'm not taking Unstable Magic as PvE. Blast Wave all the way. Incanter's Flow for sure. I mean, I've seen maybe one arena game where I've seen a mirror image. Other than that, none. Everyone runs Incanter's Flow because it's just way too strong not to be used. And the last one at level 100, we've got Kindling, Prismatic Crystal, and Meteor. I run Meteor when I don't play with classes like a Windwalker or, say, a Rogue. Crystal is very strong with Rogues. If you guys can line up your damage, healers will drop whatever target it is will drop very quickly. In a bomb, whatever it may be, you can just blow people up without question. But poses a problem if, say for instance, they're able to get away from the crystal if you don't have a stun, if you're playing, say, Mage, Mage Boomy. Like, do not run crystal, that will not work. You may get 1 DB off in a blast wave, that is it. They'll just, especially against the Resto Drill or something like that, they'll just displace a beast out of range, that's it, it's game, and you've wasted your 1.5 minute cooldown, which is your main burst. I run Meteor, as I said, when I don't play with a Rogue or a Windwalker, something like that. I run Meteor, generally speaking, and that's pretty much it on the talent section of this guide. Now I'll take us to a, actually, we'll go Theramore. I'll take us to some dummies and I'll take you through some rotations. Help you out with that there. Now, Fire is definitely not top tier for a Mage. I've had many people tell me, oh, why do you play Fire? Frost is so much better. Yes, Frost, I mean, would be considered probably the better spec, and that's fine. I'm okay with that, but I mean, I play this game for fun, and if I don't enjoy something, and I'm paying to play this game, why would I play it? So, I'm going to show you guys a quick rotation here, as to maximize your burst if you're not running crystal. I'm going to show you a Meteor burst. So, what will go on here, should I say, is you're going to want to line your target up. So we're going to assume that we're free casting here, right? And we're going to assume that this is an N. You're going to start off with 3 Scorches, because you get your 3 stacks of Ignition, which is from your set bonus and your PvP gear. You want your 3 stacks, and what you're going to do is you're going to walk up to the target, you're going to DB it, you're going to chuck your Meteor down, Fireball, Pyro, Ignite, Blast Wave, Blast Wave. Now I popped my trinket there, but I'm just showing you the general rotation. Don't worry that I popped my trinket there, that's non-existent right now. I'm just showing you a quick rotation. So we can cold snap that. Oh well, I didn't really need to do that because Meteor's on a cooldown, but that's a quick one. I'll redo it again for you guys. That's going to be your best amount of damage right there. Combustion got obviously nerfed very heavily, so it's kind of non-existent, but I mean that's going to be your best combustion available to you. So as I said, you're going to want to stack up your Scorches. And you want to get your 3 stacks. Okay, so we've got our 2 Blast Wave stacks right there. We're going to run up, DB, chuck the Meteor, Fireball, Blast Wave, Blast Wave. You would Combustion if it was back off cooldown. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Fire Mages. Rinse and repeat. I mean, things change in an arena game. Obviously, your Meteor may be off cooldown, so you won't be able to use Meteor sometimes with your DBs. But basically, if Meteor's down and you only got 1 Blast Wave stack, just look for your procs. Like if you get a crit here, heating up, chuck a Fire Blaster in it, get that Pyro proc, and just keep spamming the Pyros if you get them. Now I'm going to go over some macros, what I've currently got right now. So I'm running a Blink glyph that is obviously a stop casting. I mean, this is just good in general when you're getting trained and you're trying to get I mean, you're casting and they get to you, you don't want to get kicked, so you stop cast and you cast Blink. That's obviously what the stop casting means. That's why you've got that as a macro. You definitely need that. Same thing for Dragon's Breath. Sometimes you need to get that quick DB off. You need to stop casting to get that off, otherwise you may miss the opportunity. Likewise with Counterspell, stop casting. Can't stress that enough. Same with Ice Block. You know, you may die if you don't get those blocks off in time. Polymorph. You just got your focus target. Polymorph's right there. I mean, if you don't have a focus target poly, you're stupid. I've got stop casting Shadow Meld, which is great since I'm a Night Elf. It instantly puts me into Shadow Meld. There's no delay time, lag time, whatever it may be. If you're a Night Elf, I definitely would consider getting this. Party 1, Party 2 dispels for Curse. 100% need this. If you're a mage and you don't have Party 1, Party 2 dispels, then I would say you're hexed. Spell timers or whatever, the curse dispel timers that you get your party members out of would be greatly longer than what it would be if you had these macros. And stop casting Spell Steal, especially when you get your opponent bops your kill target and your rogue can't hit through that, obviously, so you're going to want to get that bop off as quick as possible. And I've also put in Cancel Aura, Hand of Sacrifice, so that if the Holy Pally on the enemy team chucks his Hand of Sacrifice up and you finally get Hand of Sacrifice, then it's going to cancel that aura off you, so that if you take damage, it's not going to hit their enemy pally out of CC, out of your poly. You 100% need this. If you don't have this, then it's going to cost you some games here and there for sure. That's pretty much it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this guide, and I hope it helps you. If you have any questions, please comment below. I'm happy to answer anything. But yeah, I mean, I made this guide for those that asked. I hope it helps you guys, and yeah, enjoy Fire. It's a very cool spec. It's different. Right now, obviously the meta is Frost, but I think if you're good enough with a little bit of practice, you can make Fire work for sure. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you guys later in the next video.